My coworker has been pretending to be sick at work to get treated like a princess and take advantage of people's kindness, so the next time she did it, I called an ambulance and watched her actually get sick inside. I, 28 am working at an English language center in a Southeast Asian country. There's a female coworker in her 20s here who often touches her head and wobbles like she's about to faint, then lies down on the couch, letting people fan her and bring her water and food. We take midday naps here, so whenever she does this, everyone's lunch and nap time is ruined, especially for those who keep caring for her. This happens at least twice a month, so over the last 5 or 6 months, I've witnessed a few incidents when we work the same shift. One time she even asked me to order ice cream for her. For context, it's a big, crowded city, so you can just walk to the nearby ice cream shop and grab one for $1. She didn't pay me back, but that's beside the point. This Monday, she did it again, and this time she asked a girl to order her an iced drink and a sandwich. A group of coworkers fanned her and did the whole caring routine like she was a sick child. I stood up from my chair, walked toward her, asked if she was okay, then went to the men's washroom, dialed for an ambulance, and returned to my seat. After 20 minutes, we heard the siren, my phone rang again, and I stood up and told her servants to help her to the ambulance. Her face changed, you know, that face when someone knows they messed up. Other girls asked if I called, and I said yeah, it seemed more severe this time. It's best for her to go. The ambulance is already here, and you'll have to pay for it regardless. The ambulance fee is about 1 to 2 days worth of her salary, around $50. Other coworkers actually agreed and helped her get in the ambulance. Now that I think of it, no one had ever called an ambulance for her before. Ever since that incident, she stopped interacting with me beyond highs and hellos. It's Thursday now, still not a word to me. Am I the jerk for this? Top/relevant comments. Commenter. She probably hadn't been paying anyone else back for things like drinks and food, so I figure the fee for the ambulance was her jerk tax. Ops response. Oh, I should DM other coworkers to see if she's paid them back. It's just $1 or $2, though. Commenter 2. Damn, this is something I actually want an update on. After that incident, did she stop faking for a bit? Did she continue? I feel like if she stopped for a bit, you should tell your coworkers the ambulance trick worked and they need to do it. Every time you see her, you should be annoying and just ask if she's feeling okay. Ops response. It's only been 4 days. Usually, she acts up every 2 weeks, sometimes once a week but in a milder way, tired, headaches, etc., not fully lying on the couch. It's a small update, but I texted 2 girls and it turned out she hasn't paid them back for food money, but they're teachers so they said it didn't bother them. My workplace is very nice and peaceful otherwise. Commenter 3. I'm going to disagree with everyone here, you're the jerk. Ambulances are meant to save lives, not deal with petty squabbles. That said, from the title alone, I would have agreed with you, as you don't know if someone is faking or not. But you deliberately hid the fact that you were calling for it, didn't ask her if it was needed, etc. Also, I would like to point out that while she does seem to be faking it and generally acts like a jerk, her reaction to the ambulance could be due to the cost, so it's not proof that she was faking it. Ops response. Which is why I posted. I secretly called so she couldn't disagree to it. Maybe she's actually not faking it and it is a sensitive topic, severe menstruation, as some people suggested. But you can't deny that she's been abusing it a little bit. Turns out some coworkers haven't gotten their money back yet from buying her stuff, as she demanded to. Commenter 4. Curious how you know she is faking it? Ops response. Just a hunch, really. People in pain and people faking pain look different. It's the subtle details that I can't really explain. It looks forced/exaggerated. I might be talking out of my rear here, but I imagine if someone is in pain and groaning, they would sweat, heat up, or go pale. Again, I don't know, but it feels weird when you see it. Commenter 5. I used to get fainting spells for that reason, and eating a bit and drinking some water would usually help me feel better, but not cured, obviously, so that's what I would go for when it happened. It took about 6 years to get diagnosed. Everyone making a big fuss probably isn't helping the coworker feel better, and Ops should probably have gone with you should go home before calling an ambulance. Honestly, I find it difficult to believe that an ambulance would come unless Op lied to them. They certainly wouldn't have in England. Ops response. Here, the caller provides their name, phone number, and ID, answers some questions, and an ambulance will come. The phone number must match the one registered on your ID. The patient will be charged digitally through their ID scan or by cash, bank transfer, or by a tag-along person. I know this because I went with a relative by ambulance when he had a stomach ache. Commenter 6. Sorry, I'm just stuck on the fee. Is it $50? And is $50 equivalent to 1 to 2 days of her pay? Ops response. Yeah, Southeast Asian country. Ambulance is cheap, but salary is also low compared to the US. Actually, most of my foreign relatives book flights to Vietnam for medical care, diabetes and such. Insulin is cheap here. Update 1 day later. Oh, I've been asking around. Apparently, Miss Faint hasn't paid some of the coworkers back their food money, borrowed money from a few people, and asked to have a bite of some people's food. I'm added to a private group chat with 5 other coworkers. I will give an update later. Today was a lot for me at work. Top/relevant comments. Additional info from OP. We made a group chat and provided a lot of proof last night. This is an HR problem now, and we will notify HR instead of talking directly to her. She has been texting other coworkers and borrowing money to go to the hospital. She exclusively targets female teachers and requires them not to share the matter with others. This is beyond me now. We'll update after HR solves it. Second update 4 days later. Here's the update on the female coworker who kept fainting and asking people to order food for her. I'll call her Anne, because there are a lot of women involved in this update. After the first post, I texted some female coworkers to see if they had received their food money back. 2 female teachers told me that they hadn't, but they didn't mind. The total amount was around $20 per person. Word got around fast, and I was added to a group of 5 other people, so in total, at least 7 female teachers were affected by Anne. Based on their words, Anne has low blood pressure and malnutrition. She is indeed very thin, K-pop idol type of body. She clearly has an unhealthy relationship with food. It's almost as if she doesn't want to pay for food. She borrowed money from multiple female teachers to pay hospital bills and begged them not to disclose this information to others. We're talking about a loan worth up to 4 months of salary. She basically borrowed half of that teacher's emergency funds. She also flirted with one female teacher. Said teacher often brings her on small dinner dates. I didn't ask about this matter. HR was notified, the girls did the talking. I was called in as the one who called the ambulance. After the meeting, it was confirmed that N will be let go after 30 days. The reason was creating a hostile workplace environment. This morning was really awkward. Unfortunately, HR cannot help with the loans that people have given her, as it's a personal matter. However, HR is willing to provide personal information of Anne to the affected coworkers. I'm confused about that, but oh well, it's their matter now. Now, answering some comments from the previous post. Some mentioned that I was wasting healthcare resources. Well, she was examined and came back with a diagnosis. Some asked me why everything's so cheap. It's Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Most things are affordable here except real estate. In fact, my overseas relatives literally book flights to Vietnam for medical care. Insulin here is like $3 to $7 per vial, and you can buy it at almost any public or private hospital. If you have a national healthcare ID, it's basically free. Some were worried for me because I accidentally slipped my personal social media page in the previous post. I don't really care, honestly. I'm considered a valuable asset, and I'm easy to work with. If anything comes up, I think the company and I will be able to solve it peacefully. Yes, people take midday naps in Vietnam. You're the odd one if you don't. If I'm not standing in a class, I'm allowed to be online, doing TikToks, etc. Having a TikTok account is not a legal reason to be let go. There's one Redditor here who was incredibly vindictive and tried to antagonize me in the DMs. Girl, get a grip. You deliberately ignored all other comments. You're blocked. I lol. And finally, don't lend your coworkers half of your emergency funds. Like why? Just don't. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Thanks for the update, man, what a wild ride. I like that your feedback, a prank on a pattern of bad behavior, turned into this huge unmasking of the extent of her harmful behavior. What diagnosis did they give her? Ops response. Low blood pressure and malnutrition. Commenter 2. Is it possible she is supporting her parents or family and doesn't have enough money for food herself? Ops response. Nah, she doesn't come across as someone who's in need. Her position offers a good salary. I think she has a problematic relationship with food more than anything, maybe a form of eating disorder. Commenter 3. Damn, that's just low, to prey on other women like that. Still, not the jerk. You put an end to her abusing your coworkers' kindness. Ops response. Teachers, no less. I literally work with the kindest angels.